Today we are reacting to Rant Nav Talks Anime, and this is called How 4 Kids Censored Pokemon Part 1. You guys remember the 4 Kids version of Pokemon? I grew up with that. That was how we were introduced to Pokemon back in the day. If you're from the West, if you're from the United States, that's how we are introduced. So yeah, I love Pokemon. I love the series. It's one of those things that from my childhood. But I know that 4 Kids did butcher Pokemon very badly. It did butcher it, you know, and but again, it's a staple. It's a staple of my childhood. I do, think of the 4 Kids version fondly, but I can say it did butchered it a lot. And one of these days, guys, I will make a reaction video of watching the original Japanese version of Pokemon and Digimon. Don't get me wrong, I do love Digimon too. So I don't want the Digimon fans out there. I do love Digimon. You know, as a kid, I've always wanted to be Ty or Davis or the guy from Tamers. I forgot his name. You know what I mean? I always wanted to be the guy with the goggles. Usually the guy with the goggles tends to be the leader. I want to say, so to speak. So I always, as a kid, I always would get like swimming goggles and like put on my head and like act like that character because I was like, the ones with the goggles were always my favorite characters. So yeah, let me know what is Davis' name in Japanese because I think in the U.S. in the West, however you want to say it, his name was Davis or David, but I don't know his Japanese name. I know Ty is like a nickname, but it's like part of his actual name. I don't know his actual name. I want to say it's Takeuchi. I'm just making that up. I'm really just making it up because, again, But I will watch the original Japanese versions of Digimon and Pokemon. But today we're talking about Pokemon. We're talking about Pokemon, the 4 Kids censored. Digimon will be another time. That's another classic. But yeah, like I said, 4 Kids did butcher Pokemon badly, and I do want to watch the original. I did make a video talking about the original, a reaction video about the original Japanese version of Pokemon and how Japanese it was. Is it the same these days? Not really, but back then, it was very Japanese, heavy. You know, a lot of stuff I missed as a kid. A lot of stuff that was like nuance that I may not understand because I'm an American, so some of that stuff flew over my head. But as an adult, I'm getting to learning of Japanese culture, learning of like everything from Japan. I can look at things differently now. As an adult, because I've studied, I've learned, I'm still learning, I'm still studying. I mean, I know everything, but I understand, the culture in a sense, little bit, as much as I can. But further ado, let's get into it. How 4 Kids Censored Pokemon, Part 1.
Hello, and welcome to this.
Okay, before we start, I want to ask you guys this. How do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it Pokemon or Pokemon? I go interchangeable. I say Pokemon, Pokemon. I ain't change it. I don't say Pokemon. So don't, I don't say that. But I interchange, I might say Pokemon, I might say Pokemon, give or take. So I might, interchange it over time.
New series where I show you exactly how 4 Kids changed Pokemon. We will be taking a deep dive look at both the Japanese and English versions of Pokemon, or Pocket Monsters as it was known in Japan, and log in every instance of censorship, edits, or changes that were made to the show. But who are
Oh wow, that's a lot of change. Hey, let me know if you guys watch my oh shoot.
Hello, and welcome to this new series where I show you exactly how 4 Kids changed Pokemon. We will be taking a deep dive look at both the Japanese and English versions of Pokemon, or Pocket Monsters as it was known in Japan, and log in every instance of censorship, edits, or changes that were made to the show. But who are 4
Okay, that's a lot of changes. But let me know. Have you guys watched my those who watch my Sunkenger versus Power Rangers Samurai? Um, is this on par with that? Like, is the four kids censor changes on par with that? Like, is it like kind of like the same in the sense how Power Rangers Samurai just changes a lot of stuff from Sunkenger? Let me know.
Kids, and why did they censor your favourite anime? Well, those who are familiar with my channel are already aware, but those who are new, let me give you a brief summary. 4Kids is a now defunct American production company, formerly known for their often mocked but massively successful dubs of Japanese anime that they acquired the license to in order for them to localize and bring to Western audiences, such anime as Yu-Gi-Oh!, Sonic X, and One Piece. I've already made a video of all the 4Kids changes made to One Piece, so go check them out as well. Each of these animes were dubbed by 4Kids, with Pokémon likely being their most well-known localization, dubbing the series all the way up to Season 8 with over 400 episodes to their name.
Okay, so I see that they dubbed the series.
Pokémon likely being their most well-known localization, dubbing the series.
So they stopped at Advanced Battle, right? And the next season would be like the Diamond Pearl series, right? So from Diamond Pearl, who did the dubbing exactly? Like I didn't pay attention to like the production teams, who behind the scenes stuff. But if you would continue the series, like I think I ain't gonna lie, guys. After Advanced Battle, I kind of stopped watching the series, and I'll watch like episodes here and there. The last time I watched like the series, I want to say Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon and that one episode of X and Y. If you know about that one episode, but Ash had his Grid Ninja, you know, I could talk about that. I could talk about that like all day, but I don't know if I feel like it right now. But maybe at the end of after this, the end of the video, I'll talk about how I felt about that episode. But yeah, I kind of like after like here around here, I like stopped watching the series. I wouldn't say not necessarily I grew out of it. Just maybe I guess you could say I kind of grew out of it in a sense. But I kept playing the games. Just this show. And another thing about Sun and Moon. And another thing about Sun and Moon. I'll talk about that at the end of the. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait. I'll wait. But I'll talk about Sun and Moon. But yeah. Again, I stopped watching this. So I think this is what Veronica Taylor. She was still on the show. I think she didn't do Diamond Pearl. I think, or she like in the middle of the Advance series. She left. But I want to know who's behind. Was it Olam M or is that the animation studio? I don't know. Let me know. Let's explain to me in the comments. After 4Kids, who took over? That's what I want to know. Like, who took over? I'm pretty sure he's going to talk about this. I'm pretty sure he might bring it up, but it's just something I'm thinking about right now.
All the way up to Season 8 with over 400 episodes to their name, before having their contract to dub the show expire in 2005. Although 4Kids were the license owners, they didn't choose to dub Pokemon in-house at first, deciding to contract a dubbing company called Taj Productions to work on the show. Taj Productions were responsible for various aspects of the adaptation, including script adapting and voice recording. 4Kids would handle the rest of the show's production, such as the soundtrack for the anime and of course the post-production censorships and edits to the show. As I've already said, despite all these censorships, edits and jelly-filled donuts that were made to Pokemon, it became a massive success in the West, and basically launched 4Kids as a legitimate production company in the process, becoming a juggernaut in the late 90s and early 2000s. Before we begin, I wanted to be clear on which versions of the Pocket Monster and Pokemon TV show I'll be using in this video. If you weren't already aware, the original Pocket Monsters 1997 series actually has two versions of the show. The original broadcast airing from April 1997 to December 1997, and a re-edited version from 1998 onwards. This was due to what is known as the Pokemon shock incident, which famously hospitalized many Japanese children due to an excessive amount of fast-paced flashing.
Oh yeah, I remember learning about this when I browsed Cerebi, that website. Yo, that was my website back in the day, man. I used to go in there religiously, like every day, man. You guys know about Cerebi? It's like that Pokemon website where it like has all Pokemon information. Yo, I used to like be there every single day. Like I never understood how some kids would like find gore. You know, thank God I wasn't one of those kids that like learn about gore and gore sites. Like, oh, thank God, because like I stayed. I literally, as a kid, I stayed on Cerebi, Wikipedia, um, Cartoon Network, Disney Channel. That's it. As a kid, like that's it. That's the farthest. Oh, and YouTube, That's the farthest I've ever been on as a kid when it comes to internet and the web. The internet. I know there's kids who, I've seen stories of people all over the internet, where it be YouTube, Twitter, whatever, talk about their experiences as children finding obscure stuff they shouldn't be have no business looking into. You know, and that's how we get messed up people in the world, because you was supposed to look at that stuff as a kid, and now you're all messed up, and that's how we get messed up people right now. But yeah, that just goes to say, I used to go on that website every day, bro, and that's how I found out about that. And there was a section, I think it's like in the anime section of that, where like you could like look up like episode information and stuff. That's how I learned about it.
Visual effects in the infamous banned episode.
Speaking of edited and uncut, like I need to get that uncut though. I need to find a way to watch the uncut version, because I don't want to watch the edit version. I want to watch the uncut, uncensored, raw Japanese version of Pokemon. I really do, and Digimon. Speaking of Digimon, I know again this is a Pokemon video, but wasn't there like a moment where Ty's mom slapped him in the face because he was supposed to look after his sister, and I think Sora, I believe his sister's name. No, Corey. No, Sora is the other girl. Corey, his sister, right? She was either like sick or something, and like something happened to her, and they end up in the hospital, and his mom like slapped him in the face. I think that was censored here in the States. But yeah, I believe something happened with Corey. Let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
Episode 38 of the anime, titled Electric Soldier Porygon. This incident brought in new regulations for TV shows in Japan, with the original producers of the Pocket Monster TV show deciding to retroactively re-edit the first 37 episodes to reduce the flashing in those episodes, as well as all future episodes from episode 39 onwards. However, while doing so, they also made further edits to other aspects of the anime, causing both the Japanese edited version and the 4Kids version to have completely different edits and censorships to one another. All of that is to essentially say that there is currently 3 known versions of the Pocket Monster Pokemon series that have been created. The pre-Pokemon Shock unaltered edit of Pocket Monsters, the post-Pokemon Shock edited version of Pocket Monsters, and the original English dub of Pokemon, which was created post the Pokemon Shock incident as well. I explain all this further in my lengthy
Yo, I had every single tape. You see these? I had all of them. All of them. Now I don't have them no more. I don't know what happened to my tapes. I don't know
unaltered edit of Pocket Monsters, the post-Pokemon Shock edited version of Pocket Monsters, and the original English dub of Pokemon, which was created post the Pokemon Shock incident as well. I
had every single tape you could think of, every episode. I had a stack of these as a kid. A stack. and I don't have them no more. I don't know what happened to my tapes. Like, you could ask if you could. Don't I mean you shouldn't because that's avoiding. I mean not evading my privacy, but just to say words for words, you could ask family members. I had all these tapes, bro. Every single one of these. Again, I pretty much had the whole collection. I had the whole collection as a kid. And this is the 4 Kids version, I believe. This gotta be the 4 Kids version. Well, again, it is the 4 Kids because I didn't have no access to the original Japanese version where they be edited or uncut. And this is how I found out about Rama and a half. I love Rama and a half because at the end of the tape, they would show like the preview of Rama. I think it was the movie, and years later, I actually ended up watching the movie, and also watching the series. But yeah, I had every single tape. Every single tape. I don't know where they at. I think I lost them or something. I don't know, but I had every single one. And I actually have 2 copies. Well, I used to have 2 copies of the first movie. Yo, I used to watch the first movie every night. Like, I could not go to sleep without watching the first movie. The Pokemon, the first movie, I could not go to sleep without watching that movie as a kid. Because I would watch it every night. That was like my bedtime thing. Like, I wore that tape out. I guess that's why I had to get 2 copies. Because that's how much I watched that movie as a kid. Good times. Good times. Good times. I don't know if kids experience these like moments like these days. I don't know. I'm glad I grew up in a time like this. I'm glad like I got to experience things like this as a kid. Because I don't know if kids experience like moments like that no more. I don't. Like, it's like one of those once in a lifetime things. Like it's like once in a lifetime, once in a moment. It's just. I had a beautiful childhood. I'm not gonna lie. I had a beautiful childhood. I can say that. Had a amazing childhood. An amazing one. But let's continue the video. Let me know if you guys had these tapes. Let me know if you had a collection of all of them or what. Let me know. Just I'm just getting a little nostalgic right now.
This further in my lengthy investigation video about the various different versions.
I see that it was like the Johto and the Advance. I didn't have the Johto Advance.
Pokemon, which was created post the Pokemon Shop incident as well. I explain all this further in my lengthy investigation video. Original Pocket Monster Pokemon.
Okay, I can't really get it, but I didn't have the Johto or Advance. I just had Shriek first season, which is called the Integral Plateau or Integral League. That's the only ones I had. I didn't have the Johto or Advanced series. I just had the original first season
series where I even.
Also, why does Netflix just have the first 52 episodes? Why don't have the rest of the episodes? I don't understand that on Netflix, but they do have the Pokemon channel on YouTube, so thank God for that. Thank you. Even though that is, I believe, the English dub, which. Like I said this before. I said that I'ma do a video reaction of watching the original Japanese version, but I think what will be cool is doing a side by side, just like I'm doing with Samurai. I think I'm gonna do a side by side in the future. I want to find that uncut version. I want the uncut version though. I don't want the edited version. I want the uncut version. And just the 4Kids version too, side by side, and make it like a comparison video, along with Digimon. I want to do that too with Digimon too in the future. So be on the lookout for that, you guys. Be on the lookout for that.
Even delve into the possibility of a fourth version of the show that might still be out there. So if you're interested in knowing more, then give that video a watch. A link will be in the description. If you haven't done so already, then please subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with future Pokemon related content. Like the video if you liked it, and do check out the other ways you can support my channel. With that all being said, I do plan on using the post-Pokemon Shop edited version of Pocket Monsters as my comparison against the 4Kids Pokemon series. This is the version that is currently the most circulated in Japan and has been used for TV reruns and streaming services, so is by all accounts considered the official version of the anime in its Japanese form. On top of that, I do...
Okay, with that being said, like, how hard is it to find the uncut version though? Like, is it hard to find the uncut version? Because I would love to watch the uncut version. But if I can't, I guess I'll do the edited.
Also understand that not all of the changes described in this video may have actually originated from 4Kids themselves. Changes that match those seen in the original Red and Blue games may have originally came from another source other than 4Kids. It's known that Nintendo weren't too set on the idea of Pokemon games even releasing in the West, and had to be convinced, and then were further unsure on if they should change or translate the names of the Pokemon when they did decide on bringing them over. I'm not well versed in who made the decision making at the time, but what I do know is that 4Kids acquired the license to the Pokemon anime by at least January 1998, with them reportedly starting production in May 1998. The English Pokemon dub eventually aired on the 8th of September, a full 20 days before the Red and Blue games released in the West, meaning that 4Kids likely had some involvement in the creation of names, slogans, tropes, and many other things, so the anime and game could have polarity with one another. So I'll be ensuring to include things like characters and Pokemon names in my list as well. Now, finally, come and join me as we list all of the changes, edits, and censorships that were made to Pokemon by 4Kids. It's quite the journey. Episode 1. Number 1.
Okay, before you start, again, I will be making an actual reaction. Like, you know, like all my other reactions, just like I'm doing a reaction, I will be doing in the future, God willing, we're doing an actual reaction video on this topic, on this. I will be doing a side-by-side comparison of the original Japanese version, whether it be uncut or edited, as long as it's the original Japanese version, and the 4Kids version. Just like I did with Samurai, I'm going to do the same thing with Pokemon and Digimon. Be on the lookout for that. I know I've said this multiple times in this video, but I will be there. It's been on my mind and on my heart to do it. I will be doing it before this year's over. God willing, I will be getting that out before this year's over.
Original Pokemon intro, known as Mazaze Pokemon Master, or Aim to be a Pokemon Master in English, has been replaced by the 4Kids Pokemon intro called the Pokemon Theme, performed by Jason Page, with the 4Kids visuals using a combination of the original intro and episode clips from the series. Number 2. As was common with many animes that 4Kids dubbed, the original Japanese music score has been mostly replaced with 4Kids' own soundtrack throughout the entirety of the anime. Number 3. Various episode titles were also changed when translated to English, mostly just grammatical.
I mean, the 4Kids soundtrack was a banger, I'm not gonna lie. Just saying, I mean, I didn't listen to the Japanese soundtrack, but I know the 4Kids one's is a banger, like... That's a classic.
Differences, all using the English version of a Pokemon's name. However, there are a few titles that use completely different names. Number 4. Getting into the actual episode now, Masura Town has been renamed to Pallet Town. Number 5. The text displaying the starter Pokemon's Japanese names on the TV screen were removed. Number 6. Satoshi has been renamed to Ash in the 4Kids dub, and was even given a surname of Ketchum, which his Japanese counterpart lacked.
Yes, I am Ash.
Ash Ketchum is a boy from Pallet Town.
Number 7. Professor Okido has been renamed to Professor Oak.
So, you decided to show up after all.
Oh, Professor Oak, where's my Pokemon?
Number 8. The starter Pokemon Fushigidane, Hitokage, and Zenigame were all renamed to Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle respectively. Number 9. The Monster Ball has been renamed to Pokeball. Number 10. Okido Chiguru has been renamed to Gary Oak.
Gary?
Mr. Gary T.
Okay, some of these changes aren't as bad, so to speak. Some of them aren't as bad, so to speak, you know. I'm looking for the ones that are, like, atrocious, you know.
You show some respect.
Number 11. The first of many notable dialogue edits is when Ash and Gary interact on screen for the first time. In the Japanese, the dialogue implies that Shigeru and Satoshi have met before, which future flashbacks would prove.
お前はサトシだな。はいはい、サトシさんだよ。サトシ君も最初から遅刻かい？シゲル、僕のライバルとして、すでに君は初めからこけってる。
While in the 4Kids version, it's clearly stated that this is the first time they have met one another.
Well,
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely tracks. Also, wasn't there like a future episode where like I would assume they met, like they actually spent time together? I don't know. I could have sworn, but yeah, I could see that like being I don't know why would you change that? Now let's see. That's something that I don't understand why they would change that part of the of the show. Like they could have kept. Also, isn't even in the games like he's your rival in the game, so why not just keep it like that? Because in the games he's your rival, so why change that in the anime? Now that doesn't make sense.
you must be Ash. Better late than never, I guess. At least you get the chance to meet me. Well, Ash, you snooze, you lose, and you're way behind right from the start.
I will only be mentioning some dialogue edits, specifically those that make a difference to the canon or lore, so to speak, as otherwise I'd essentially just be reading the Japanese and English scripts to you in their entirety, as most of the dialogue has been altered in some manner, and it isn't all that interesting.
Yeah, you're right. I want the atrocious down, like, yo, what were they thinking edits? Like, that one isn't, I mean, it's something, because, I mean, again, even in the games, he's your rival, so does it make sense to make it seem like they haven't met each other or something? Or they don't know each other. But yeah, you're right. We need some, like, what were they thinking type edits.
Number 12. The text that can be seen of each Pokemon's name on their Pokeballs has been removed, except from the initial scene showing the 3 Pokeballs, which keep the text from the Japanese version, likely by mistake on 4Kids' part. One of many that we will be mentioning in the future.
Okay, if they're gonna do that, it might as well just, if they're gonna replace the text on it, they could have just put it in English. If you could do all that, you could have just put it in English. Because whoever edited this part did a bad job. So yeah.
Number 13. The lightning animation was toned down considerably in the 4Kids dub. Number 14. The Pokedex that Ash receives is given the nickname Dexter in the 4Kids dub.
I'm Dexter, a Pokedex programmed by Professor Oak for Pokemon trainer Ash Ketchum of the town of Pallet.
While in the Japanese, it doesn't seem to really have a nickname, mostly going by the Pokemon Field Guide or the Pokemon Encyclopedia. Number 15. The sign reading, "You can do it, Satoshi," has been edited to instead say, "Go Ash Go." Although, 4Kids' second mistake so far is that in one scene, you can still see the ka from the katakana from the Japanese version.
Yo, who edited this, bro? Yo, how you make a mistake like that? Like, yo, I don't know how you can make a mistake like that.
Number 16. Popo has been renamed to Pidgey. Number 7.
I mean, that's not. I feel like that's not as bad. I mean, Pidgey just sounds better, in my opinion.
17. In another dialogue change to the 4Kids dub, Ash asks Pikachu, "Is your name all you can say?"
Open your mouth and tell me what's wrong? That's not exactly what I meant. Is your name all you can say?
While Satoshi just asked if Pikachu just doesn't feel like talking.
少しは話を聞いてくれてもいいんじゃない？話したくないってこと？
This is likely the origin point for when 4Kids decided that if they ever needed to overdub a Pokemon's voice from its Japanese original, then they would most of the time just have it say some form of its name. I think generally 4Kids were okay with keeping in the original Japanese voices for the Pokemon, but sometimes would need to change them due to overlapping dialogue with the Japanese voices, so would dub over the Pokemon voices with similar sounding dialogue. Such as this moment with Ash asking Pikachu if they should run. Pikachu's voice line was dubbed over.
Should we run?
The same
Yo, why was Pikachu whispering? Like, it's like he was like whispering, like Pikachu. Also, I got a question. So, like, when they did the voices, like, I always wonder how they did the voices. Like, when he voiced the Pokemon, like, do they, like, I don't know, like, I always wondered that. Like, how can someone just capture the voices perfectly? Like, when it came to, like, I guess finding people to be cast in the roles of the Pokemon. Like, I always wondered that.
Pikachu if they should run. Pikachu's voice line was dubbed over.
Should we run?
Yo, I can't get enough of this. It's just so hilarious. I can't believe I didn't even notice that as a kid. Well, then again, I didn't grow up with the Japanese version. I grew up with the 4Kids version. But now looking at that, see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about. I will definitely do an actual reaction video of like the original Pokemon series. The first season, I will do it. Like, God give me the strength, and let me see another day before this year's over with. I will do it. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I will watch the first season in Japanese and the 4Kids version side by side, because yo, this is hilarious, bro. This is hilarious. Let's word that back. I can't get enough of that. That's hilarious. That in itself is hilarious to me. It's just the way that the 4Kids Pikachu talked. I mean, just dying laughing. He's like, Pikachu. Like, it's just like Pikachu. Whereas the Japanese is like straight up, it's like, yeah, Pikachu. But it's like, just like Pikachu. Like, it's like, why the 4Kids when it's the song he's just whispering. Why is he whispering? Wait, okay, is Pikachu a boy or girl? That I don't know. I know it's gender. I'm just call it. I'm not gonna misgender Pikachu. I'm not gonna misgender Pikachu, so I'm gonna call them they them. So I don't know what they, the whispering is hilarious.
Dialogue with the Japanese voices, so would dub over the Pokemon voices with similar sounding dialogue, such as this moment with Ash asking Pikachu if they should run. Pikachu's voice line was dubbed over.
Should we run?
That's still funny to me. That's still funny.
The same can be said for the Spearows in this sequence, which have gone from more animalistic sounds in the Japanese to more clearly saying their English name of Spearow.
Oh, one thing I noticed is like, why is the 4Kids one more colorful, and the Japanese one's a little bit more dull in color? I just noticed that. Like the 4Kids is more colorful, but the Japanese one is like, you see how this is more dull in color? Why is this one more dull, but the 4Kids is more colorful? I wonder why they changed the colors in the 4Kids version.
Spearow. Four Kids didn't always just replace the voices of Pokemon with a rendition of their own name. They did also dub over generic animal sounds too, such as the scene just before the one discussed in which Ash throws a pebble at the Spearow. The Spearow's reaction as it turns its head to look at Ash has also been dubbed over, sounding less grumpy in my opinion. I will do my best to point out some notable changes in the future, but I won't be listing every single dub over of a Pokemon voice. Number 18. 4Kids included what many anime dubs at the time normally removed, which were the eye catchers. However, in 4Kids fashion, they were changed to be more flashy and vibrant, while using stock art of the Pokemon instead of the animator's drawings.
I mean, I like the 4Kids one. It's a classic, you know. It's the one I grew up with, so I'm gonna go with the 4Kids one. You know, everyone knows the 4Kids one. Who's that Pokemon? You know, everyone knows that. I don't know if it's the same for Japan. I don't know if Japanese did the whole "Who's that Pokemon?" I don't know. But I prefer the 4Kids one, me personally.
Number 19. Pidgey's Winster has been renamed Gust in the 4Kids version. Number 20. Korata has been renamed to Rattata.
Wait, it's called what?
Drawings. Number 19. Pidgey's Winster has been renamed.
Oh, that sounds hard. Windstar? And we got Gus? I ain't gonna lie, that one's better. I mean, Windstar, that sounds hard.
Named Gust in the 4Kids version. Number 20. Korata has been renamed to Rattata. Number 21. Onisuzume has been renamed to Spearow. Number 22. Kasumi has been renamed to Misty. Number 23. Misty can be seen slapping Ash in the Japanese version after he is saved by Misty from the water.
Okay. I don't know why they would, take that way with that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they would make that kind of change. But yeah, like here's a side by side. See how the Japanese one is more dull and the 4Kids is more bright and colorful? That's what I'm talking about. Like, why is this one dull and this one's more colorful?
This scene was removed in the 4Kids version. Number 24. The flashes in the in-between frames during the climactic Spearow scene have been removed.
Really? Okay. I feel like, yeah, the Japanese one just looks much better. Like it gives that intensity to the scene, because this is like a really impactful scene. This is like the scene where it solidified Ash and Pikachu, or Satoshi. I don't know Pikachu's Japanese name, but Satoshi, Ash, Pikachu. It solidified. Like it now becomes, this is like the moment of their journey, the moment of their relationship, where that relationship kind of pivot. Whereas Pikachu's now not being a knucklehead to Ash or Satoshi, they become good friends at this point. And that Pikachu basically risked their life. Again, I'm not gonna misgender Pikachu. I don't know their gender. Risked their life to save Satoshi / Ash.
Number 25. A whooshing sound effect has been added to the scene, however.
I just realized, like, is it just me, or like, for some odd reason, I was getting the "I believe I can fly, I believe I can touch the sky, even now I'm down again." Please. I swear that's what it sounded like to me. Let me know if that's what it sounded like to you. Like the whole "I believe I can fly, I believe I could chase the sky." I forgot the rest of the lyrics, but that's the only. Din, 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 din. I believe I can fly. I believe I could chase the sky. Even now and down again. Spread my wings and fly again. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Okay, so I got the lyrics up, so I'm gonna just like sing a little bit.
A whooshing sound effect has been added to the scene, however.
I used to think that I could not go on. Life was nothing but an awful song. Okay, I'm gonna skip like the first part.
Number 25. A whooshing sound effect has been added to the scene, however.
Okay, I believe I can fly. I believe I could touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. Ooh. See, I was on the phrase to bring it down. Sometimes silence can seem so loud. There are miracles in life I must achieve. But first I know it starts inside of me. Oh, if I can see it, ooh, then I can be it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day, and spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. Oh, I believe I can fly. Ooh, hey, 'cause I believe in me. Oh. Yeah, I just want to sing that part. Well, try to attempt. Because that's what it sounds like to me. That's literally what this whole scene sounds like to me. One more time. Last time we're writing to that scene.
Number 24. The flashes in the in-between frames during the climactic Spiro scene have been removed. Number 25. A whooshing sound effect has been added to the scene, however. Number 26. The shimmer or glare from the sunlight has been altered in the 4Kids dub.
Okay, this scene's much better. Like the Japanese scene's much better. Not gonna lie, cause like it just looks much better.
Number 27. The end credits, like the intro, has also been completely changed, with the 4Kids version just reusing the intro they made to go alongside the scrolling credit.
Okay, yeah, the end credits. I think the end credits still had like the opening theme song, but I could see like this is better, you know. This right here. Yeah, they should like I don't know, they should have like a box set for the original Japanese. Like if there's a way like I can like buy that, I would buy that. I would spend good money for that.
None of the original Japanese outro was used within the 4Kids version. Number 28. The next episode preview was also removed in the 4Kids version, simply just ending after the credits. Episode 2. Number 29. Officer Junsa has been renamed to Officer Jenny. Number
Officer Jenny sounds a little bit better.
30. A funny little 4Kids mistake is when Ash is speaking to his mum on the phone, and due to the English dialogue being longer than in the Japanese, he ends up slightly speaking over the phone hang-up tone, meaning his mum hung up before he fully said goodbye.
Good night, son. I love you.
Me too, Mom. Bye. Me too, Mom. Bye.
Number 31.
Yo, so she said, I want to make a joke, so you know. So like, so it's so like his mom basically just hung up the phone with him so she could like go be with her man. I would assume, I don't know, like she, she's got out the shower, she getting ready to get, be with her. Let's just put it that way. She's gonna be with her man. No, the man in question. That's up to you to interpret that. But yeah, she just so. That's how I interpret that. It's like, she hung up faster than him so that she could like go be with her man. Okay, let's continue.
Musashi and Kojiro have been renamed Jesse and James respectively. Number 32. Nyarth has been renamed to Meowth. Number 33. The Rocket Gang. 32. Nyarth has been renamed to Meowth.
Okay, that name, name change is kind of similar in a sense. It's kind of on the nose, a little bit similar.
Number 33. The Rocket Gang has been renamed to Team Rocket. Number 34. Dogas has been renamed.
Team Rocket sounds better. Not gonna lie. Team Rocket just sounds better.
To Coffin. Number 35. Arbo has been renamed to Ekans.
Okay, so if its name is Arbo, then in the Japanese, it's still gonna be like something similar to like Orbach.
Number 36. Tosa Kinto has been renamed to Goldeen. Number 37. Another interesting dialogue edit is when Misty faces off against Team Rocket. During this exchange between Kasumi and Musashi, Kasumi finally reveals her name for the first time in the anime.
私は世界の美少女、名はかすみ。
美少女かすみ
This has been rewritten in the 4Kids dub to more of a generic line about Misty thanking Jessie for the compliment of calling her pretty.
That's pretty big talk.
Coming from such a little lady. At least you're right about the pretty part. Thanks for the compliment.
The girl thinks she's pretty.
This means that Misty's
Yeah, the Japanese dialogue just sounds better. Looking at it, yeah, the Japanese dialogue sounds better.
name isn't revealed until much later in the episode when Nurse Joy mentions her name to the other Nurse Joy, and it's such a quick mention that it likely didn't register on many kids' radars at the time.
Thanks, sis. Ash, Misty, and Pikachu are heading your way to Pewter City.
Episode 3. Number 38. Tokiwa Forest has been renamed Viridian Forest. Number 39. The scene showing Ash catching Caterpie was actually extended in the 4Kids dub, or perhaps cut in the Japanese. showing a longer sequence of the capture in animation.
Okay, the 4Kids, that sequence is better. You know, the 4Kids sequence is a little bit better. I give 4Kids that.
Number 40. The katakana text going past behind Caterpie in this scene has been edited out.
Now, again, back to like the whole, they could have put something in English right here. They could have put something in English. You could, you know, if they don't want to keep like the original Japanese text, they could have put something in English.
Number 41. Pigeon has been renamed Pidgeotto. Number 42. Pikachu's electric shock has been renamed Thundershock. Number 43. Misty.
Okay, so Thundershock is just called Electric Shock. It's kind of boring. Thundershock this sounds better. I mean, Windstorm, that's hard, but Thundershock is also hard. But calling it Electric Shock, it's kind of lame, kind of boring. But Thundershock sounds better. I get the 4Kids, get the English version. Credit for that. But you know, again, but it comes to like Gus, Windstorm does sounds better though.
Slapping Ash across the face.
Also, what's with Misty slapping Ash so much? Like, what's up with that? Like, did she just love slapping him in the Japanese version? I definitely gotta watch the Japanese version though, I gotta lie. But yeah, what's up with her slapping him so much?
For putting Caterpie in danger was removed in the 4Kids edit, with 4Kids also not showing the animation of Misty lowering her hand. However, you can still hear the slap sound effect that was left in, likely by mistake in the 4Kids dub.
I am the greatest!
You're the worst! You have no idea.
Yo, whoever edited this was lazy, bro. Like, how you will keep the, like, you remove the slap, but you keep the sound. And it's funny, I didn't even catch that as a kid. But now, as an adult, you know, I heard the slap, so it's crazy.
Do what you're doing!
Number 44. 4Kids has some extra flashing cartoon kicking special effects not seen in the Japanese, as Jesse and James are kicking Meowth. Number 45. 4Kids.
Let me get it straight. Let me get it straight. Let's give it long. Whoa. So 4Kids could keep the whole kicking Meowth, but not keep Misty slapping Ash? What's the difference? Wouldn't kicking Meowth be considered like quote unquote animal abuse? I'm just saying, like, how you gonna keep Jesse and James kicking Meowth, but not keep Misty slapping Ash? I don't understand that.
Lengthened this sequence to allow for James to fit all of his English dialogue.
Forget it!
Then you leave us no choice.
Number 46. Another sequence has some more editing differences between the two versions, with the Pokeball being thrown is shown spinning a few more times while up close to the camera in the 4Kids dub, but is missing from the Japanese edit, with the speed of the Pokeball also appearing faster than in the Japanese version. Number 47. Pidgeotto.
I do like the 4Kids one. I do like that sequence.
Pidgeotto's lightning speed has been renamed to Quick Attack. Number 48. Pidgeotto's Wind Rising has been renamed to
Lightning speed. Lightning speed. I guess that sounds cool. I guess. But then again, Quick Attack just sounds a little bit better, and since that's probably the nostalgia talking right now, but I don't know.
Gus Counterattack. Number 49. The flashing coloured background as Pidgeotto is being hit has been changed from a blended flashing colour to a more solid switch to each colour that was also slowed down. Number 50. Caterpie's Thread Spit has been renamed to String Shot. Number 50. Caterpie's Fredspit has been renamed to String.
Fredspit? Yeah, Slingshot. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Slingshot for this one. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of moves in Japanese that sounds pretty cool than in the English one, but some of these, the only one so far is Windstor. I like Windstor, but everything else just sounds like, you know, a little bit, you know, better than the Japanese counterpart.
Shot. Number 51. When Satoshi celebrates his victory, he fist bumps the air as the camera rises up, drops down, and rises up again. In the 4Kids dub, the camera does this motion an additional time. Number 52. Transcell has been renamed to Metapod. Episode 4. Number 53. Beedle has been renamed to Weedle. Number 54. Weedle's.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I feel like Beetle sounds better. And they would have kept it as Beetle instead of Weedle. Because his final evolution is the Beedrill. Is Beedrill, so, yeah.
Poison Needle attack has been renamed to Poison Sting. Number 55. The camera pans additional times in the 4Kids dub as the Samurai Kid is about to attack Ash. Number 56. 4Kids adds a fade from white effect to the sequence as Ash is throwing the Pokeball. Number 57. Kairos has been renamed to Pinsir. Number 58. Spear has been renamed to Beedrill. Number 59.
Yeah, I'm going with, yeah, Beedrill sounds a little bit better.
4Kids again seems to have extra animation frames in this sequence when compared to the Japanese, showing the Pokeball and
I mean, I do like the 4Kids animation sequences. I mean, yeah, they're kind of extra because they put in like, extra scenes, but I do kind of like them a little bit more.
entering the screen from the right, as well as the animation being faster. Number 60. Cocoon has been renamed to Cocooner. Another non-censor, as Ash sleeps in his sleeping bag, you can actually see the name Satoshi written in English. 4Kids must have forgot to remove the.
It's one of those lazy moments. One of those lazy moments, I say. Again, they could have placed this Satoshi with Ash.
Name or just missed it entirely. Number 61. During the scene when Ash is diving out of the way of the Beedrills, the animation turns to a stop-motion-esque style, with flashes in which Satoshi disappears for a frame. 4Kids removed the frames when Ash disappears. Number 62. Beedrill's double needle attack has been renamed to Twin Needle. Number 63. As Ash shouts "Alright," 4Kids seems to have lingered a bit longer on Ash's fist than in the Japanese version. Number 64. Nibi City has been renamed to Pewter City. Number 65. The hiragana text Mika on Jesse's cocoon has been edited out. That's all I have for you for now in our first foray into the Pokemon anime. The total number of changes is 65. Ensure you join me next time as we delve further into Ash's Pokemon adventure and continue to explore all that Kanto has to offer. Don't forget to leave a like if you liked it and subscribe for future videos. Welcome to the second.
Okay, we're watching the part 2. This is part 2 of how 4Kids Censored Pokemon.
Installment in my series where we list all of the edits, censorships, and dialogue differences between the Japanese and 4Kids version of Pokemon. To bring yourself up to speed, please check out the playlist or link in the description for the previous video in this series that covered the first 4 episodes. This video will continue our ongoing count of the changes made so far, picking up where we left off in Pewter City, covering episodes 5 to 8. We will be starting our count from our previous video's total number of changes, that being 65. If you haven't already, then subscribe to the channel for more anime and Pokemon related content, like the video if you liked it, and check out the other ways you can support my channel. Thank you. Now let's dive back in to see what Ash and Pikachu are up to. Episode 5. Number 66. The quick flash of white light seen in the Japanese version as Meowth slams his shovel down has been edited out of the 4Kids dub. Number 67. Minnow has been renamed to Flint. Number 68. The text saying sail in Japanese has been replaced with the English translation.
Okay, let's go back.
Text saying sail in Japanese.
Okay. In part 1, when I was watching about like the text being changed, so they could, like that's what I'm saying. Like if you see the Japanese text, just change it, just place it to English text. Don't just take away, the whole thing completely. You could at least just always replace the text with English text. That I don't understand why they just don't do that. Which they did here.
Japanese has been replaced with the English translation.
Like, if you're going to replace a lot of stuff, at least do a better job, Because I can see there's been some moments where it just looked like lazy editing.
Number 69. The poster for the regional championship competition has been fully edited, replacing all of the Japanese text with English translations, quite faithfully to the original design too.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they can do this, why not? I don't know. Maybe, again, like I said, I feel like it was lazy editing, but I'm just trying to figure out why. In some of the other episodes, they didn't just replace the Japanese text with English text. But here they, you can see that they are trying, they're trying.
Number 70. Takeshi has been renamed to Brock. Number 71. The receipt at the restaurant has been edited, removing the restaurant's name and replacing the yen symbol with the $sign, along with adding the words thank you in English, leaving quite a steep bill for Ash to pick up. Here's our first non-censor of the video. The poster we looked at earlier can be seen in the background of this scene. However, due to its low quality nature, 4Kids didn't bother to edit it back into English again and left the original Japanese version intact. Number 72. Every scene showing the outside of the gym has been edited to say Pewter Gym instead of Nibi Gym. Number 73. Iwake has been renamed to Onyx. Number 74. The kanji and hiragana text on this sign has been replaced with an image of a rock and the text rocks for sale. Number 75. In the original Japanese version, Brock's mum simply abandons the family as well, after running out of patience waiting for the dad to return. However, 4Kids instead states that Brock's mum passed away.
Brock's heart.
And then Chronicles came out, and she comes back. Okay, you guys ever watch Pokemon Chronicles, where we get to see Brock's mom? Yeah, but that's just that's besides the point. That was like a spinoff anyway, so I'm not sure if that's canon. It might be, but anyways, see, that's the thing though. I feel like the Japanese kids got the whole, the mom just left because she got tired of the dad not coming back home. Whereas we got his mom died. What sounds better? What sounds better? You know, the mom leaving or the mom dying. And okay, changes like this just make me feel like, do they just think kids in America or in the West are dumb? Do they think we're dumb? Because I just feel like that's what it feels like. It's like they think we're dumb. Like we don't understand things that goes on in the world. I don't like how they dumbified media for kids. You know, kids are smart. Kids are capable. You know, kids are aware of things. You know, I just don't understand why they like to dumb things down for kids. Whereas here in the Japanese, it's just straight up. Oh, the mom just got tired. You know, like I don't understand how we got the mom dying and they got, oh, the mom just straight up left. Just something to think about.
Broken mother tried her best to hold things together, but sadly she passed away.
Number 76. Ichisubute has been renamed Geodude, with Geodude's voice lines being mostly dubbed over by having them say their English name. Number 77. As Ash is releasing Pidgeotto, the sequence has been slightly altered again, with 4Kids speeding up the sequence but ending it on lingering frames of the Pokeball spinning, while the original is slower and doesn't linger on the Pokeball spinning. As Pidgeotto is released, 4Kids has the scene go black with rays of light coming from the Pokeball, while the Japanese version does not have such.
Okay, right here, you know, the sequence and stuff, I'm gonna say the Japanese one got that one, because I don't know what, looking at the 4Kids, I don't know what they was doing right here.
Animation frames. Number 78. The section showing Ash's face has flashes of lights in the 4Kids version, compared to none in the Japanese. Number 79. Again, more flashing can be seen in the 4Kids version as Onyx is electrocuted. Number 80. The Grey badge has been renamed to the Boulder badge.
Boulder sounds better. Boulder does sound better. Grey badge just sounds boring.
Number 81. Brock's brothers and sisters, Jiro, Saburo, Yomoko, Goro, and Masuko have been renamed to Susie, Timmy, Tommy, Cindy, and the twins, respectively.
These are some generic names. Wow, very generic. Not gonna lie.
Episode 6. Number 82. Mount Osukimi, translated as Mount Moon Viewing, has been renamed to Mount Moon. Number 83. During Pikachu's attack on the flock of Zubats, the animation sequence seems to have been slowed down by 4Kids, instead making it more like stop motion. Number 84. Rikaru has been renamed Seymour. Number 85. The kanji text seen behind Seymour.
So his name's Ricard. Could you just call him Richard in English to match it? You know. But then again, Seymour, you know, I'm thinking about the little pet shop of horrors. I could see them trying to go with that angle. But at the same time, I just feel like Richard just sounds better.
Has been edited out of the 4Kids version. Number 86. Sand has been renamed to Sandshrew. Number 87.
Wait, his name was just straight up Sand? Why? Why just... Yeah, Sandshrew sounds better. Like, just name him Sand. It's like a nickname. You know, Sand just sounds like a nickname versus an actual name.
7. Pippi has been renamed to Clefairy, with them also receiving a voiceover redub due to their name change.
That looks like a Clefairy.
Number 88. Butterfree's blowaway attack has been renamed to Whirlwind. Number 89. Zubat's ultrasonic waves have been renamed to Supersonic. Number 90. Butterfree's attack animation has been edited. Instead of it being more static, 4Kids has the wind wishes more animated. Number 91. Hitodeman has been renamed to Staryu. Number 92. Staryu's Speed Star attack has been renamed to Swift Attack. Number 93. The visual effect seen as Team Rocket crash into Onyx has been changed, going from a black and yellow effect to a red and yellow. Also, again, when Coffin attacks Onyx, there's an added red effect to the attack, where there is none in the Japanese. Number 94. Clefairy's Finger Wag has been renamed to Metronome. Number 95.
Yeah, Metronome, this sounds better.
Pixie has been renamed to Clefable, with them also getting the voiceover redub just like Clefairy. Number 96. The sign for Hanada City was edited from Japanese into English to say Cerulean City, along with the message Gary left for Ash. Number 97. The transparent image of Gary appearing on top of the sign was edited out. I'm assuming
Why? And they could have kept that. It would have been more funnier if they kept, this in the 4Kids version.
due to the difficulty of editing the text behind him, although the sound effect of the fade-in was not edited out and can still be heard.
Shigeru-sanjo Satoshi no baka. Gary was here. Loser!
Episode 7. Number 98. Kujiba City has been renamed to Vermilion City.
Hey, what about Vermilion City?
Number 99. The Japanese text on the shop signs have been translated into English, although it appears that the shop in the background to the left has been left unedited, likely due to how incomprehensible the text is. The sign behind their heads was also edited. Number 100. The text Hanada Gym on the top of the gym has been replaced with Cerulean Gym. Another non-censor is the flag on the right has been left unedited, leaving the katakana text still visible. The same can likely be said for the sign for the gym located on the bottom left of the screen. However, it's too low quality to make out the text. Number 101. The Cerulean Gym sisters, Sakura, Ayame and Botan, have been renamed Daisy, Violet and Lily respectively. Number 102. The sisters' group nickname was also changed from the Three Beauty Sisters to the Three Sensational Sisters.
I feel like, the Japanese version sounds better. The Free Beauty Sisters sounds better than the Free Sensational Sisters.
Number 103. Azumau has been renamed Sea King. Number 104. Powwow has been renamed Seal.
But that was a Godine. Just saying.
Number 105. The Blue Badge has been renamed to the Cascade Badge.
See, it's like, I'm gonna give 4Kids an English adaptation credit because, like, Japanese one when it comes to badges just seems a little boring, a little boring. It's like, so I'm just saying, like, no offense to the Japanese viewers. I don't know, I just feel like Cascade sounds goes harder than just simply the blue badge.
Number 106. More Pokemon, as they're being released, have had animation changes made to them again. This time, the Pokeball that is leaving Ash's hand and towards the camera was added in the 4Kids dub, while it's missing in the Japanese. Number 107. Butterfree's background art has also been edited, using more blues and purples instead of orange and yellows. Number 108. Butterfree's numbing powder has been renamed Stun Spore. Number 109. Pidgeotto's background.
Numbing powder versus stun spore. I mean, they both mean the same thing, so I don't really see like much of a difference because they both mean the same thing.
Was changed from orange and yellows to purples and blues, just like Butterfree's. Number 110. Pidgeotto's Wind Strike attack has been renamed to Wing Attack. Episode 8.
Wind attack sounds better. Now, though, the Pidgey line. Well, it's not like Pidgey line. I mean, Spearow Gus can learn that too. Well, the flying moves do sound better. I'll say that the flying moves do sound better, but some of the other moves, I prefer, the English version. But Wind Store and Wind Attack, yeah, sound better.
Number 111. Pidgeotto's attack on the Rattata has had the flash of white light removed in the 4Kids edit. Number 112. Akira has been renamed to AJ. Number 113. The sign above AJ's private gym has been heavily modified, using a simple white to black gradient for the background, and includes some extra information such as how many times AJ has lost, which is obviously 0. Number 114. AJ's nickname as the Beast Tamer has been renamed to Wild Pokemon Trainer. We encounter another.
Yeah, Beast Tamer just sounds better. Beast Tamer does sound better.
Non-censor in this wide shot of the Pokemon Stadium, where you can still see the original Japanese version of AJ's gym sign. Number 115. The visual effect behind Sandshrew has been frozen in the 4Kids dub. Number 116. The Pokeball spinning has again been sped up in the 4Kids dub, or more likely, slowed down in the Japanese. Number 117. The flash of white light has been edited out in the 4Kids dub. Number 118. And again, a flash of white light has been edited out when James hits Meowth, which is all very strange considering previous episodes had special effects added in during these times, not taken away. Number 119. Inside AJ's tent, there's a sign that reads Justice and Victory, Love and Strength in Japanese, while it's just been replaced with an image of a whip and a Pokeball in.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed this to this image. They could have kept the text and just translated it into English text. I feel like the text looks much better than just an image.
The 4Kids dub. Number 120. When Pikachu gets caught in the strength brace, the visual effects have been edited to hold on a single frame instead of flipping through multiple like in the Japanese. Number 121. Another flash of white light as Sandshrew flies out of the bag has been edited out. However, as Sandshrew lands on Meowth, an extra few frames of pink and blue visual effects was added into the 4Kids dub. Number 122. Another flash of white light as Sandshrew and Meowth fly up and hit Ash in the face was removed. Number 123. More pink and blue visual effects appear in the 4Kids dub when Meowth attempts to bite into Sandshrew. Number 124. Sandshrew's Fisher lighting effect was slowed down to an almost stop motion effect and the lightning flashes removed. Number 125. The visual effects of the colours inverting as Sandshrew strikes the ground have also been edited out. Number 126. And one more flash of white light has been removed as Jesse and James jump away. Number 127. As AJ celebrates in the 4Kids dub, his animation starts from below the screen and fist bumps upwards, while in the Japanese version, the majority of his body is already on screen at the start of the celebration. Number 128. As the scene is panning out from the battlefield, 4Kids randomly shortened the sequence to add in a shot of AJ and his Sandshrew sitting on top of a mountain with no explanation before panning back to the tent. That concludes our
Yeah, I was kind of lazy right there. Like, I feel like the Japanese version looks much more visually appealing.
Kid stub. His animation starts from below the screen and fist bumps upwards, while in the Japanese version, the majority of his body is already on screen at the start of the celebration. Number 128. As the scene is panning out from the battlefield, 4Kids randomly shortened the sequence to add in a shot of AJ and his Sandshrew sitting on top of a mountain with no explanation before panning back to the tent.
Yeah, I just think the Japanese one looks much better than the English one.
That concludes our second look into the changes made in the Pokemon anime. The total number of changes now stands at 128. Please join me next time as we come face to face with the Squirtle Squad and other mysterious Pokemon. Don't forget.
Okay, guys, that was Rant Nave Talks Anime. How 4Kids Censored Pokemon Part 2. I just reacted to Part 1 and 2 of How 4Kids Censored Pokemon. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the censorship. Let me know what you think about the changes. I think some changes were good. I think, some of the changes were good. Some of the changes were bad. Some changes I didn't agree with. There's some that I agree with. Let me know which ones you agree with. Let me know which ones you disagree with. I think this was a fun video. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of my, I'm gonna say this is like up there with one of my favorites now. I enjoy this video. Like, as you can tell, had a good time, and I would definitely have a good time when I do my reaction. I will do a side-by-side episode reaction comparison, just like I did with Samurai Stranger. I'll do that in the future. So let me know if you want to see that. Let me know if you want to see a side-by-side comparison of me reacting to the episodes, like I did with Stranger. Do want to do that in the future. At first, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to just do strictly the Japanese version. But now, I feel like it's better if I do a side-by-side. I do want to do a side-by-side. So, but yeah, this is the How 4Kids Censored Pokemon. So, and brought to you by Red Knave Talks Anime. And I'll see you next time.